Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to Inside the Ropes. WJCL bringing you the most comprehensive look at the RBC Heritage presented by Boeing. Of course, it is tournament week over on Hilton Head Island, and first thing Thursday morning, those top golfers in the world are going to be teeing it up at the famed Harbor Town Golf Links. Over the next 30 minutes, we'll take a look at some of the happenings leading up to the 51st RBC Heritage on Hilton Head, and we'll also take a look at one of the strongest fields in the tournament's history. We'll begin just like the tournament week did back on Monday with the one-of-a-kind opening ceremonies just off the 18th green here at Harbor Town. Tonight, defending tournament champ Satoshi Kodaira getting ready to defend his title, and he got the festivities started with a bang the other day. Our Amy Zimmer has that story.
A golf tournament started 51 years ago by Scottish settlers to a PGA Tour event. The Heritage continues to make a boom in Harbor Town. It's an opening ceremony tradition unlike any other. For defending champion Satoshi Kodaira of Japan, it's a task you want to make sure you understand.
Interpreters gave him the instructions that he needed, and just told him, I said, when I give you the nod, you just take your shot and we're good to go.
The cannon may have a new look for the 51st RBC Heritage, but still has the same effect on the golfers.
He didn't even understand the amount of noise that was going to come out of it. He was pretty surprised.
His group of people with him really loved it. There's a tradition, and it's all over Japan right now, so it's good stuff.
As for the cannoneers,
it surprised me the first time, but after that I know what's coming. Everybody else jumps though.
Amy Zimmer, WJCL 22 News.
Now, how about this story coming out of this year's RBC Heritage? Savannah's Al Kennickel playing a big role in the event this year. Kennickel is the 2019 tournament chairman, the first non-resident of the state of South Carolina to serve in that capacity since the event on Hilton Head was started back in 1969. Now, Kennickel has had his fingerprints on the tournament for a while now. In fact, his company was responsible for decorating the iconic Harbor Town Lighthouse in plaid. The new look for the lighthouse was in honor of the 50th anniversary of the RBC Heritage.
When this tournament first came here in 1969, I know my sister came over and got her picture taken with Jack Nicklaus and Arnold Palmer. And so we've known about this thing for a long time. And I took my family over here for years. And then I took a hiatus when the Liberty Mutual Legends came around. But when that left, I came back, got involved again with these guys, and I knew most everybody here. So it was just, it's been a lot of fun. I'm really honored to be on this board, and honestly, I tell you, my parents loved this tournament. They came to it every year, and I wish they were here to see it. They would be quite surprised.
Now, Kennickel and the Heritage officials expecting big crowds to the tournament again this year. A strong field and some nice weather over the holiday weekend means a lot of fans and some possible headaches when it comes to traffic on the island. Our Alex Littlehells has all you need to know when it comes to getting to and from this week's Heritage. Alex.
Now, here's what you need to know about parking during the RBC Heritage. The most important thing is that you are not allowed to park here in Sea Pines during the tournament. The only people that are allowed to park here during the tournament are the people that actually live in this neighborhood. So if you want to watch the tournament without getting in trouble, here's how. Most of the public parking is here at Honeyhorn Plantation on the north side of the island, with some additional parking down by Coligny Beach. There is a shuttle service running from 6:30 in the morning to 9:30 at night to bring you to and from the RBC Heritage. But if you feel like taking a more scenic route, you can take your bicycle right up to the action. As long as you have a tournament ticket, you can park your bike here at the Harbor Town Golf Links Clubhouse near the 13th green. But if you don't want to deal with any of that hassle, you can take an Uber or a taxi. The drop-off location will be here at the shops located at the Sea Pine Center, just a short walk away from the Harbor Town Golf Links. Now, officials with the RBC Heritage said that the best advice they have for getting to this event is to get here early. Tonight from the Heritage, Alex Littlehales, WJCL 22 News.
Alex, thank you. Now, coming up after the break, we're going to focus on the 2019 tourney, which tees off bright and early tomorrow morning. Who are some of the guys to watch and could be wearing that plaid jacket on Sunday evening? Plus a full house for an annual Heritage tradition held Wednesday morning. You're watching Inside the Ropes. Stick around. And welcome back to Inside the Ropes right here on WJCL. I tell you what, this year's RBC Heritage has one of the most impressive fields the tournament's seen in a long time, highlighting the list of guys set to tee it up tomorrow, the #1 golfer in the world. Of course, talking about Dustin Johnson, a South Carolina native, competed in the Heritage last year. That was his first appearance at Harbour Town since 2009. Johnson finished 7 under par at last year's tournament. That was good enough for 16th place. Dustin Johnson had earned 20 career victories on the PGA Tour since 2007. He was the 2016 PGA Tour Player of the Year. No doubt he'll have some huge galleries over the next couple of days. Also back on Hilton Head, Jordan Spieth will be making his 4th start at the Heritage. The 25-year-old joined the PGA Tour back in 2013 after receiving a sponsor's exemption to play in the RBC Heritage. He finished tied for 9th that year. Spieth, who was the PGA Tour Rookie of the Year in 2013 and the 2015 FedEx Cup champion, has 11 career wins on the PGA Tour and has won 3 major championships, including the 2015 Masters and the 2017 Open Championship. Another young star back in the Low Country is Bryson DeChambeau, who's currently ranked 8th in the world. If you remember, he made his professional debut at the 2016 Heritage, where he tied for 4th. In his short career, DeChambeau has already picked up 5 wins on the PGA Tour, including this year's Shriners Hospitals for Children Open. DeChambeau finished tied for 3rd at last year's Heritage. Zach Johnson, well, he's set to make his 14th start at the Heritage. Johnson, a 12-time winner on the PGA Tour, became a fan favorite after he won the 2007 Masters and still played in the Heritage the following week. The Iowa native has won 2 major championships in his career. In addition to the Masters, he's also won the Open Championship in 2015. And then there's the old veteran, Davis Love III, will be making his 31st start at the Heritage this week. The 2016 Ryder Cup captain and World Golf Hall of Famer has 21 PGA Tour victories, including 5 victories there at Harbour Town. The Sea Island resident was just 23 years old when he won his first Heritage title back in 1987, making him the youngest tournament champ. Local favorite Brian Harman seldom misses a Heritage. He too back in 2019. The former Savannah Christian standout set to make his 10th start at Harbour Town. While attending the University of Georgia, he received 2 Heritage exemptions, first in 2004 and again in 2006 after winning the 2005 Players Amateur. Harman has 2 PGA Tour victories to his name and is currently ranked 78th in the World Golf Rankings.
It's one of my favorite stops all year. It's nice to be back. Hopefully the weather cooperates and it'll be a nice week. Playing pretty good. Hadn't had the year I've wanted so far, but contended a few weeks ago, so try to get some of that back.
Well, still to come here on Inside the Ropes. As always, the RBC Heritage means big bucks to the Low Country economy, but exactly how much? I've got the answer. We'll also take a look at that all-important weather forecast heading into tomorrow's opening round. But as we go to break, a Heritage tradition held Wednesday morning. Talking about the South Coastal Fellowship of Christian Athletes annual Christian Heritage Breakfast at the Hilton Head Beach and Tennis Resort. It was a sellout, more than 500 people in attendance. Levon Stevens provided live music and scholarships were given out to local outstanding students. This year's speaker was PGA Tour winner Chesson Hadley. He talked about his experience as a professional golfer and the importance of his faith.
This is a really special week, obviously, with it being Easter and having a chance to share my faith and hopefully influence some young people. Just even if one person, if what I said kind of helps them change their life or do something differently, then it's worth it.
The South Coastal Fellowship of Christian Athletes is also hosting an Easter sunrise service with the pros Sunday at Harbour Town's Liberty Oak. You're watching Inside the Ropes. Stick around. And welcome back to Inside the Ropes here on WJCL. The last time a study was done to measure the economic impact the RBC Heritage brings to the Low Country and the entire Palmetto State, the findings were mind-blowing. The yearly tournament bringing in $96 million to the state of South Carolina. And despite the tournament being played in the second smallest venue in the country, the Heritage means a big impact for Hilton Head's economy. Alex Littlehales has more.
Restaurant owners know
The Friday, Saturday, Sunday they're just crazy numbers. They are. They always have been.
this week all hands are on deck. It's Heritage Week on Hilton Head.
It's vital. We're coming off of the off season, out of winter and everything like that. This is our first real big, hey, here we are, let's move forward, and it just gets everything back on track.
Thursday, the best golfers from around the world will compete for that plaid jacket, which means right now businesses are getting ready for the crowds that'll come.
We basically do almost double what we do on a busy night. We will run out of stuff. We only have so much place to put, and we keep everything fresh. We do as many orders as we can to prep and everything, but it's inevitable. At a certain point, we're going to run out.
But not all restaurants see an immediate impact. Across the street from the Santa Fe Cafe, the Hilton Head Diner that says they don't see much change during the Heritage. Since the introduction of a shuttle service into Sea Pines, they say they've lost a lot of the foot traffic from years prior.
Most of the business we would normally get is going to be in Sea Pines because the trolleys is taking everybody into there.
They're hoping Easter Sunday brings in the crowds they feel they've lost.
Because when they're separate, we will get the Easter effect. But this year we're going to take it'll be a lot less because they're together.
Again, that was our Alex Littlehales reporting. Now, while many just see the week of golf over at the tournament or area businesses seeing dollar signs, the Heritage Classic Foundation does so much more for the Low Country. Heck, the foundation has given out more than $4 million in scholarships to more than 300 deserving students over the years. And I tell you what, this year was no different. Back in January, the Heritage Classic Foundation held its 27th annual Scholar Luncheon. 10 Beaufort County High School seniors received college scholarships ranging from $16,000 to $20,000. Those students say this will help send them where they want to go.
I want to go to a school that's really going to push me to be my best self, and a lot of those schools are really expensive. And so looking at this opportunity and having people being willing to invest into my life and to see a potential to do something bigger by using their money, it was huge. And just that investment means a lot, and I'm really grateful for it.
And again, congratulations going out to all those deserving students. All right, coming up after the break, we're going to take a look at the all-important weather forecast for Thursday's first round of the RBC Heritage. We'll also take a look at the tee times for day one over on Hilton Head. But as we go to break, how about the future golfers of the PGA Tour hitting the greens with the guys set to tee it up at the Heritage Thursday morning? Tuesday was the annual Coca-Cola Youth Day at Harbortown. As always, the putting contest was a big hit as kids 15 and under were sinking putts for prizes while taking home a tournament souvenir is nice, not as big as getting the chance to rub shoulders with some of the best golfers in the world. You're watching Inside the Ropes. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Inside the Ropes here on WJCL. Now, earlier in the show, we had a chance to show you the opening ceremonies for the 2019 tournament. But I tell you what, we had our defending champ take the ceremonial tee shot. But how did he get to that point? Want to take a look back at last April, the 2018 RBC Heritage. It was the 50th annual Heritage, and the final round proved to be quite eventful. Take a look. With the threat of severe weather, golfers on the course earlier than normal Sunday for the final round. Scoring conditions tough with the wind picking up throughout the day. After opening with a 7 under 64 Friday, Rory Sabatini losing ground. However, he's got the nice shot from the bunker at the par 5 fifth, leads to the birdie. But Sabatini 3 over on the day. He finishes the tournament at 6 under par. Past champ Matt Kuchar cooling down during the weekend. At the par 5 second, his third shot ends up close to the hole. Kuchar with the birdie there. He was 2 over on the day, 6 under for the tournament. Former Savannah Christian standout Brian Harman also finishes at -6, tied for 23rd at the par 4 10th. He's going to roll into birdie putt. Harman was even par on Sunday. Ryan Moore going to finish at -7 and tied for 16th. He nearly chips in for eagle at the par 5 15th. He would settle on the birdie there. Ted Potter Jr. also 7 under for the week. He's picking up the birdie at number 2. Potter with a round of 1 under 70 on Sunday. Scott Piercy, part of that group, finishing tied for 16th. He gets his round started in style. His second shot at the par 4 first. Going to stick it nice and close. Piercy going to pick up the birdie there, finishes at 7 under par. Ian Poulter simply running out of gas on Sunday just before making the turn. He is going to dig deep and stick his approach shot nice and close there at the par 4 ninth. Poulter would pick up the birdie, however. He would shoot a 4 over 75 on Sunday to finish at -9. Chesson Hadley near the top of the leaderboard all 4 rounds at number 15. Hadley, he's going to bury the long birdie putt. He finishes at 9 under par, tied for 7th. Kevin Streelman with a nice 3 under 68 on Sunday. He's picking up the birdie at number 2 as he gets the 10-footer to fall. Streelman finishes at 9 under as well. Billy Horschel with a top 5 finish at this year's Heritage at the par 5 fifth. The tough downhill putt going to find the bottom of the cup for the birdie. Horschel finishes 10 under par. Bryson DeChambeau rebounding from Saturday's round of 4 over par by going 5 under par on Sunday at number 1. DeChambeau's second shot, simply stunning. Take a look at this. Winds up 2 feet from the cup. He would pick up the birdie and finishes tied for 3rd at 11 under par. Luke List also finishes at -11 and tied for 3rd. List at the always tough par 4 6th. He's going to roll into birdie putt. List would have a chance to tie for the lead up at number 18. However, he can't sink the birdie putt, and that would end his tournament. The 50th annual RBC Heritage would come down to 2 men. Satoshi Kodaira, early on, looking for eagle at number 2. Just misses. Settles on the birdie. He would card a final round 5 under 66 to finish at -12. He appeared to be destined for a runner-up finish because Si-Woo Kim was looking good on the front side. From the side bunker at number 5, he's going to put it nice and close. Kim would make the birdie putt from there. Then at number 9, Kim has the flat stick work and getting the tough downhill putt to go for birdie. He would lead the field by 3 strokes at one point on Sunday, but he struggles down the stretch. He's at 13 under and leading by a stroke at number 17. His second shot, gonna hit the stick, should lead to the routine par putt, but he is gonna miss that par putt, dropping him to 12 under and tied for the lead. But after a beautiful approach shot at number 18, Kim could win it by nailing his birdie putt, but it's not gonna happen. This one is headed to a playoff. Kodaira and Kim would each par 18 on the first playoff hole. They would do the same on a second playoff hole there at 18. So the two go to a third hole in sudden death. And then that's when Satoshi Kodaira going to end it for birdie, and you betcha. Satoshi Kodaira claims the tartan jacket, topping Si-Woo Kim on the third hole of a playoff out at Harbortown Golf Links. So there's a look back at last year's final round. Again, we are on the eve of the first round of the 2019 RBC Heritage. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the golfers and spectators and organizers can expect with the weather tomorrow. Here's our chief meteorologist, Jeremy Nelson, with a look at the forecast.
First round play begins on Thursday for the RBC Heritage at Harbortown. Let's check out the forecast. Most of Thursday is dry, just a slight chance of a coastal shower from time to time. Winds, though, they'll start to pick up southeast 12 to 22 miles per hour. Friday is a day that we may see a weather delay, especially during the afternoon. Some thunderstorms come rolling in. Even before that morning round, look at that, south to southwest winds 20 to 35 miles per hour. Saturday, a breezy and cooler day. Could be a couple sprinkles around from time to time. Here is Futurecast. The coastal showers lift to the north midday into early afternoon, otherwise mainly dry conditions. Going into Friday, the early round action that tees off in the morning may stay dry, and then by afternoon, here come the showers and thunderstorms. Some isolated severe storms are a possibility. The good news, the weekend does look drier. That is your RBC Heritage forecast. Frank?
All right, folks, so that's a look at what's on tap weather-wise. To take a look at all the first-round pairings, tee times, go to our website, WJCL.com. We've posted those tee times for you on the sports page of our website. And again, the action gets teed off shortly after 7 o'clock tomorrow morning out there at Harbortown Golf Links. Coming up tomorrow night, 7:30, we'll go inside the ropes once again. Until then, have a good night, everyone.